It's Nolan.
I don't wanna get up out of bed. Everything you're doing, not and dead. Yeah. It's J Nolan. Yeah. I don't wanna get up out of bed. Really ain't wanna get up out of bed this morning, man. But everything you're doing, not and dead. Had to get to work. I suggest you do the same. Check. Handle my business like Harry Derby, like Kentucky Derby. I be pressing for, crossing over like the sham guard, making moves like it's dance hall, doing numbers like it's Sam Car, butter rim like I'm Vince Carter. 8-ball in the corner pocket from the space age. I just pimp hard, presidential with the campaign. Got these shouties digging for the plantain, cooking up like I'm Van Rains, sauce dripping like a canteen. Rappers be dying of thirst. I send them shots, now they dying to work, shining like diamonds straight out of the dirt. Approach me with caution like baller alert. Chasing my nominal fees, I'm prodigal, gotta get cheese like Domino's pizza. I just deliver the product, I dot my eyes and cross my T's. Yeah, everybody want the recipe. High security, know what you're next to me. Cutting them off like a vasectomy. Muzzle your dogs, they not in my pedigree. I am longevity, I am integrity. Taking my time, I just move steadily. Stick to my vibe, protecting my energy. Stay with the iron, don't metal detecting me. All of my enemies gotta get out of my way. Looking for beef, it's a time and a place. Nigga like me tryna hop in the race. They cut me your watch with no time in the face. I don't wanna get up out of bed, but I gotta get the money. Everything you're doing, not in dead. Damn thing funny. Never gon' wait on my bag. Gotta get right, gon' pop my tag. Tryna live life, ain't worried about flash. When the rent due, can't put it on tab. I don't wanna get up out of bed, but I gotta get the money. Everything you doing, not in dead. Ain't a damn thing funny. Never gon' wait on my bag. Gotta get right, gon' pop my tag. Tryna live life, ain't worried about flash. When the rent due, can't put it on tab.
Gotta be home by 12, constantly checking the mail. Niggas been pulling the veil. Could've done Harvard, but good thing I wanted to Yale. They had me destined to fail, wanted my skin to be pale. Needed a grand, switching the net, just like the brand. Willing to bet, taking a chance, cause I'm a rapper. I be rapping about my wife, niggas rapping about their life. They been capping about the spice, brought that cayenne up my finance. Lucius, lion, empire shit. $1,000 fit, brought the sauce to the mix. Loosen the pitch, Rick Ross on the bitch. Nintendo shit, I don't play when they switch. Dark Knight vibes with the K to the whip. I've been on that cream. I've been getting to the money with the finer things. I've been married for a minute, need a few more rings. Birds used to chirp around me, now they never sing. I can't play with phony niggas, dog, my minutes running dry. I've been living for the moment, guaranteed I never die. I've been on the road so long, I know my daughter probably cry. When I see her dry eyes, you know it's about that time, like
I don't wanna get up out of bed, but I gotta get the money. Everything you're doing, not in dead. Ain't a damn thing funny. Never gon' wait on my bag. Gotta get right, gon' pop my tag. Tryna live life, ain't worried about flash. When the rent due, can't put it on tab. I don't wanna get up out of bed, but I gotta get the money. Everything you're doing, not in dead. Ain't a damn thing funny. Never gon' wait on my bag. Gotta get right, gon' pop my tag. Tryna live life, ain't worried about flash. When the rent due, can't put it on tab.
What's going on, beautiful people? It's the kid J Nolan here. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? Welcome back to another live edition of Inside the Industry, your number one source for music, entertainment, commentary, and breakdowns. What's going on, everybody in the chat? Let me scroll through the chat. Miss Fran was happening. Jean Gray was good. Monica was happening. Queen was good. It's a Virgo. Autumn 3. Sugar. Girls Love Talk was happening. Sunny, what it do? MP. Who else we got in here? Tyreek Foe. Thank you for the compliment, Miss Girls Love Talk. I appreciate the compliment on the song. Kels was happening. Ashley Bryant, good afternoon. Tien Hendricks, what it do? Ain't a damn thing funny. Oh, man. Hey, I'm going to go ahead and just say it. I salute Bia for taking it in the booth. We're going to get into all this in just a second, but I do, at bare minimum, salute her for taking her issues to the booth. That's what people were asking for. That's what people were saying last night. And apparently she's been spending a bit of time in it. All right, so let me go ahead and just put this thing, you know what I mean, in drive. So last night, Cardi B came to the internet and wanted to talk to her fans. She went live. And she broke down this whole thing going on between herself and Bia, right? So Cardi goes live and she says, hey, she's been putting rumors out here about me. Apparently there's been rumors circulating about Cardi B sleeping around, selling booty on the low. Allegedly there's some sort of sex tape that Bia has on Cardi B, which I think is a falsehood, but you know, that's what's been rumbling behind the scenes. Cardi B has been making calls, trying to get to the bottom of the situation, right? Cardi B actually spoke to Bia on the phone, and apparently they had a 36-minute conversation. Cardi B says, if you keep playing with me, I'm going to leak the phone call. Basically stating that however Bia's out here portraying herself to the public is not how she was acting on that phone call. That's what I'm believing, right? Cardi B talked to Bia's manager. They had a conversation about this same situation, right? One of Bia's producers had a conversation with Offset, which is how a lot of this got put into motion. He basically said, yo, Bia out here claiming she got a sex tape on you or something where your lady is cheating on you, right? Offset relays the message back to Cardi B. She starts putting some checks and balances in to see what the hell's really going on, because of course, you know, Cardi B don't play about her family, right? So in the midst of Cardi digging around, trying to get some info on this situation, trying to get to the bottom of everything, she ends up coming across a diss record that Bia already had in the tuck, where she's talking about, again, you out here fucking on your husband, fucking on outside your relationship, your marriage. I thought you was married. And basically saying you're selling ass. We're going to tell him the truth. I got the proof. I got the scoop or whatever. Cardi B says, hey, if you got the scoop on some sort of sex tape on me, I'll put $1 million up. I will give you a whole milli. I'll give you $1 million. Leak it on social media. If you got it, take the $1 million and leak it on social media. We still have not seen the tapes. We have not seen the files. So I don't know what's holding Miss Bia up. We already know, though. If Bia leaks it and Cardi can confirm that she's the source, she gonna sue all the leather pants off her ass and the leather skirt she had on in that studio. You know what I'm saying? So Cardi ain't finna play with her ass on a legal level. That we see she sued Tasha K for speaking down on her family, spreading rumors out there in the press. So she's not gonna take too kindly to that. Just building the story here. Cardi B played a sample of her conversation with Bia's manager last night. She played a sample of her conversation with Bia last night. And again, Bia's producer is pretty fly with Offset. So all of her sources are coming direct about this situation. I don't understand how you go in the booth, put a diss record out, and somebody in your camp leak it out. However, a couple hours later, after Cardi B went on her rant and put out her receipts and everything, Bia comes to the net and decides to drop a diss record. And it's not the same song. She actually dropped a totally different diss record. So what that tells me is Bia is out here baiting Cardi B into a beef. She's been soft launching this beef for the last 2 years, at least a year and a half. People had already been questioning her that she was subbing Cardi B online on Twitter. She been telling her fans, no, I'm not subbing her. I ain't got no problem with her. She done went live talking about, oh, nah, I never met her in real life. I don't got no problem with her. She had tweets in the past talking about how she was doing the damn thing in the game. She's an inspiration. Everybody should be looking at her as you know, just that, inspiration. All of a sudden, she gets a song with Nicki Minaj. Her attitude shifts 180 degrees. It went from shaking your hand to you could kiss my ass, right? Do what you do. If that's how you want to carry yourself in the industry, it ain't my job to tell you what to do. But sometimes when you pull tricks like that, the tricks are for kids. All right? Just setting the stage here. So Bia comes out. She's in the studio. She decides to pull up her diss record and she plays it live for the fans. The record is called Sue Me. It's now available on her YouTube channel, as a matter of fact. But being that it has not been registered with her label, being that it has not been released through her label, I'm not sure if it will be. That means that we have the clearance to actually play it live on the show today, which is always a treat because sometimes the copyright issues hinder us from actually playing the songs. I see y'all in the chat. Much love and respect to everybody. So I'm about to pull up the video of Bia playing her record in the studio, taking shots, nothing but direct shots, no subs, no subliminals, no sneak disses, none of the bullshit. Okay. I wouldn't say this is, I mean, if y'all want to say it's a Kendrick effect, that's cool. But I wouldn't compare the output of this anywhere near Kendrick, if I'm going to be honest. But I'm going to save my feedback for the actual record until we play it. All right. So let me get this video and get this thing cracking.
Goodbye.
All right, y'all. That is Bia with Sue Me. Okay. She started the song off with the this call may be recorded or whatever, going and leaning into the fact that she had a conversation with Cardi B, and Cardi B did record the conversation. And based on the contents of this song, I think Cardi B will be releasing that conversation to the public so we can hear how things, went. Let's go through the lyrics. Let's do that. Okay. On the ear test, I'm going to tell y'all how I feel about this. I feel like this was a generic, like that type beat. Didn't like the beat, didn't care for it. I'm sure, when you play the actual MP3 version of it, you know what I'm saying? It probably bangs a little bit harder. But this studio version that she played, but it sounds like a fake like that beat. So she's definitely trying to eat off of the Kendrick Lamar blueprint. But that didn't do it for me. She did have some good bars in there, a couple in there, just being objective about this. However, do I think that this is a record that anybody is going to play? No. So she says, got a dark soul, got a bright future. I'ma let her know I'm a sharpshooter. You ain't nothing but a fuck girl. I see right through you. You ain't nothing but a fuck girl. I see right through you. All right. Now, the whole got a dark soul, got a bright future. That's actually something she said on a caption a couple days ago when she posted some of her photos online. So that already lets you know that she had this song waiting in the tuck, which again lends to my theory that she's been baiting Cardi B into this whole thing. She's been playing passive aggressive. The people have been in her mention saying, take it to the booth, take it to the booth. What Bia been saying? Y'all don't want me to take it to the booth. Y'all know I'm really like that. That right there tells me you're trying to study the like that pattern, because you say, I'm really like that. Then next thing you know, you pop out with a like that type beat. Do you? That's your formula. You want to try to jump into the beef game. You know what I mean? It's 2024. Everybody got a problem with somebody. Everybody got a diss record. Even goddamn King Combs got a diss record dissing his own household like a dumbass. So, do you? Verse 1, she starts the song. She says, put it on your gang. They ain't fuck you in. All right. Now, y'all know Cardi B is allegedly affiliated with the Bloods. And in a lot of cases, when ladies get initiated into the gang, you either get into a vicious fight or you let the gang smash you in. So she's saying, put it on your gang if they ain't fuck you in, right? Like, she thinks that's what happened. Put it on your name since you gangster like your fucking friends. Put it on your hubby since you love lying on your vows. I write all my verses. I can do this shit for hours. Okay? So, she's saying, put it on your gang, put it on your name, put it on your hubby. Basically saying, if I'm lying about what I'm saying about you, put it on all these things. Put it on your gang, put it on your name, put it on your hubby that you love so much. And she says, I write all my verses. I could do this shit for hours. Basically saying, I could go back and forth with you all day if that's what I choose to do. You got to go in the studio and call your writing team up, right? Again, she's you know, hey, that's something that people dock points off of Cardi B all the time about, is the fact that she has people that she writes with. So if you're gonna do a diss record, of course that's gonna appear. As far as the way she's writing the beat, I did not like how she was writing the beat, especially when she put it in her lyrics later, like, you can't find a beat. She was definitely moving in and out of the pocket. I personally don't like the offbeat rap style that a lot of people have been doing for the past 4 years or so, jumping ahead of the beat. I don't know what that trend is. I wish it would go away expeditiously, but you know, this part is part of hip hop today. I'd be damned if I let a nigga fuck a bitch inside my house. I mean, that's tough, to be honest. If you just go off the words itself and not the actual cadence of the song, I'd be damned if I let a nigga fuck a bitch inside my house. I mean, they did say, allegedly there was video of Offset fucking a chick inside their house. You know, you gotta give points for sticking to the script. She says, your money long and you split that. Your niggas saying that's ours. So all the money that you making, your niggas saying that's ours. Put her ass in the ground till she had to give me my flowers, okay? Okay, of course, flowers sprout from the ground. Put her ass in the ground till she had to give me my flowers. You didn't want to give me my flowers above the ground, so let me put your ass in it. Now you could give them to me. I was up in the Bronx and they said I'm good in the towers. Put that shit on God that you ain't change your face to mine. This is another critique that people have. Like, she's using all of the public information that's available online. You know what I mean? Basically saying, you've been out here getting your face chopped up. You've been out here getting all these different alterations on you to look like me. Now, I've been on record saying I feel like Bia is a Diet Pepsi version of Cardi B. Bia, however, feels like you're out here doing things to look more like me. Again, if you're the opposition, you're well within your rights to say these types of things. Do I believe it to be true? Not exactly, but that is not what we're talking about here. It's about the diss. Put it on God, you ain't change your face to mine. I get on your ass so I don't have to waste no time. Say you love yourself, bitch. What she say? Put it on your kids. All that surgery and how your body looks so mid. Thought your ass was for the culture. You just trying to ride the wave, all right? So now she's mentioning her children's names in the song. Thought your ass was for the culture. You just trying to ride the wave, right? Both her kids' names, Culture and Wave. If we're going off of Kendrick Lamar blueprint, naming children in songs, you know what I'm saying? Dear Adonis, sorry that this man is your father, let me be honest. I guess all is fair in warfare. However, we know that Cardi B don't like to play that shit. When you start talking about her kids, her family, stuff like that, she is going to go into protective mode. Not everybody is up for that. All that surgery, how your body looks at me, you trying to ride a wave. You supposed to be home with your kids, bitch. You speak like second grade. Now these bitches getting brave. Heard this whole dude, boo, for real. What? Wrote this shit after I prayed. Wrote this after you prayed. Are you taking this Kendrick shit too far? You taking it too far now. 616 in LA was like Kendrick's battle cry, war prayer. You taking this shit too far now. You not that. You not that. Someone go and call up Party, because we gonna bake her ass a cake. Now, I'm still trying to understand what bake her ass a cake is. Is that some lingo that I don't know about? Y'all gotta let me know. Is bake your ass a cake some street lingo that I'm missing? I know she said call up Party, as in Partisan Fontaine, who Cardi B has frequently written with. But where does the bake your ass a cake part come in? Of course, she goes back into the chorus, which we're not going to repeat. Verse 2. She says, go ahead, tell your hubby you ain't innocent. Had to up the score like I had tennises. I guess tennis back and forth. You want to mention me, bitch? That's the benefit. Whoa! This is where the buck stops. How the hell you gonna say Cardi B is mentioning you for her benefit? Okay? I don't know what you were smoking in that booth, in that studio. I don't know what you've been smoking on since January 1. But we do not exist in a world where Cardi B has to mention Bia for any sort of clout or benefit. Bia. I don't know if you understand. Most people know you from the song you have with Nicki Minaj and the song with J. Cole. As a solo artist, people don't really support you like that. You put a whole album out last year that went double wood. Okay? I heard the album. I thought you had a couple cool songs on there, but let's not act like you're doing anything comparable to Cardi B in terms of actual industry success. Right? That's crazy talk. You want to mention me, bitch? That's the benefit? Are you what? Huh? Just calling it how I see it. She say bought a Glock, but the drum comes separate. Bitch, you probably write a spell before I write a rap. Interesting. Interesting. You know, there are some people out there that say that believe Cardi B is into some witchcraft. I don't follow Cardi B close enough in terms of her personal life and social media to really know if she's ever explicitly spoken on witchcraft. So I don't know, but that is something that I have seen in comments before. So she's basically alluding, you'll probably write a spell before I write a rap, basically saying you're going to try to send the spirit realm at me rather than battle me. Riding in a demon, Bible on the dash. So she says she's riding in a demon with a Bible on the dash. So, you know, cool. I'll be good either way if I crash. Long time, let that shit slide, I might relax. I don't know what the hell that's supposed to mean. She comes back in. CARD, cry on IG. So now she's making fun of Cardi B in her Instagram outburst, going on IG live crying, going on Twitter spaces crying about her relationship and all of these different things. So she's saying this is a frequent thing for you. You try to play tough and then you come out here crying. That's what Bia saying. CARD, cry on IG, catch another tude because she couldn't catch a beat, basically saying you couldn't catch the beat. So you're catching attitudes, right? Which is another critique. I mean, again, Bia's pulling everything from public information, things that have already been critiques of Cardi from fans, haters, naysayers alike. Basically saying couldn't catch a beat, as in she's got a lot of music in the tuck that she's not putting out. People say she's scared to put out. Do I beef with you or do I beef with Party? Beef with Party, basically saying, should I be dissing you or should I be dissing your writer? Party, Partisan Fontaine. You've been scrapping projects since 2019. Of course, we know Invasion of Privacy came out in 2018. She's saying ever since 2019 came, you've been in the studio. You probably done made 5-6 albums. You done scrapped them all. In Bia's estimation, she feels like you're doing that because your shit is whack. Now, do I feel like that? No, not necessarily. I feel like the music that Cardi B has put out this year has been pretty good. I've been waiting for the album. I think she should put it out. I think she should have put it out when Like What Freestyle and Enough came out. She had the buzz. She had the people talking. She had everything going for her. She kind of put a monkey wrench in her own momentum. But again, if you're the opposition, if you're Bia, if you feel like your back is against the wall, you got to defend yourself. These are all the things that you're pretty much supposed to say. So I can't really dock her for what she's putting in this song. But do I think that it is a good song? No. On paper, the lyrics ain't that bad. But the way that she delivered it is not captivating. It's not something that I want to play. It's not something I'm going to come back to. It's not like she had a very interesting cadence on the song. So all of those things don't work in Bia's favor. Not to mention, people are going to feel like, This is just clout chasing because you came out yourself and said you've never met Cardi B, which means y'all don't have no relationship, which means you can't have a bad relationship if there's no relationship. The disc came out early this morning, like like an hour after I got off live, her song came out. And it's not the same song. So how can you diss me if you ain't never met me, ain't never really had much of a conversation with me? You don't know shit about me. I ain't never done nothing to you. But behind the scenes, you're throwing shots on Instagram. On Twitter. You're throwing shots every time Cardi drops music. You're trying to say that you're the reference, quote unquote, basically saying that she's pulling all of your cues from the sounds of your music to your personal style to everything. You're letting the fans, who really ain't your fans because they're not supporting your music, you're letting these people gas you up. You're talking behind the scenes, but then you come on social media acting like you're unbothered. You're spreading rumors behind the scenes. All of these things that are going on are not working in Bia's favor. Because at the end of the day, it just sounds like at whatever label, what label are you signed to, by the way? What is it, Capital or some shit? Let me. You know it's bad when I Google your name and your shit don't even come up. Ain't that about a bitch? Even my shit come up when you Google me. All right. She's signed to Epic. So, Epic, you put an album out. It's been a little minute. Your project didn't really do no real numbers if we're going to talk about it, since you want to talk about clout and benefit. Your last album, Really Her, came out July 28th, 2023. So almost a year ago at this point. And I don't know too many people that can name a single song off that project. It's 2024. You haven't released any music. This is the first remnants of music that you've dropped in the year 2024. So clearly you're trying to use this to launch your campaign, to get your shit rocking. How do I sound hurt when I'm just talking about what's going on? We must got some smooth brains in here. It's all good. It is all good. I'm not angry at all. I'm just talking about the situation. Only opinion that I've expressed is that I didn't care for the song all that much. I don't know where some of you people come from, where you think that I'm going to share taste buds with you. We could go to the same burger spot, get the same exact burger. You could feel like, oh shit, this is life-changing. This burger is the best I've ever had. And I could say, it's mid. I'd rather go to Five Guys. And whether or not you agree with that opinion, that's my opinion, and I'm going to stand on that shit. So I don't know where y'all come from, and I know that's not everybody. But I'm just saying. And that goes for everybody, you know what I'm saying, in terms of like all these artists. Because it doesn't matter if it's Cardi B, if it's Bia, if it's other rappers. My opinion about music is always going to be on the song that's in front of me. It don't matter who it comes from. If I like the song, I'm going to say I like the song. Right? People have been coming to me for the past few weeks, like really being very irritating, talking about Nicki Minaj, right? You hate Nicki Minaj, you're bullying her. I don't know how I could possibly be bullying somebody who I don't have any power over, number one. But this has been a conversation in the comments for a minute. And it's like, how am I bullying somebody because I don't agree with them? But when it comes to the music, I have no issue naming the songs that I liked. If you've been here long enough to see me talk about Pink Friday 2, I told y'all the songs on that project that I liked. Did I like the entire project? No. Doesn't matter who it is. It don't matter if it's Kendrick Lamar. When Meet the Grams first came out, I wasn't too keen on that particular song. He is my favorite rapper of today, of this generation. There's nobody that's going to release music that I'm not going to critique in some way. And if that's a problem, that's not mine. All right? So if Cardi B comes out with a diss record today, if she drops a song at 5 o'clock with a response, if it's not hitting, I'm going to say, I don't know, Cardi. I don't know about this one. You probably should have took some extra time. And if you don't have an objective mindset, that's on you, cuh. Oh, we got a super chat. Shout out to Mrs. Unbreakable. She says, you are telling the truth and they mad. Bia is a clout chaser and was baiting Cardi B. Bia needs the streams and momentum. That is a mother effing Snapple fact. And that's not no shot. That's not no shot at Bia. I don't know. BK Cash, you're absolutely correct. You know, I feel like some people come on YouTube or come online and they look for people who are going to voice their opinion. And the thing about it is, that's just not how it works. I come from a totally different background. Did nobody come out this birth canal with me? I'm the only child from my mama. Okay? I ain't got no twins, no Siamese twins, no nothing. So whatever comes out of my mouth is my thoughts, my feelings, and everything. Another thing people try to do is twist your words and try to create a whole new statement or paragraph based on one thing you may say. And I'm very adamant about, you can't do that with me. Because I'm always going to quote myself accurately because I speak accurately each time. So it's all good. Names Amine says, I saw Nicki in concert last Tuesday in London. Great show. We need more rap girls headlining arena. Salute to that. I'm glad you had an amazing time at the Nicki Minaj show. Nicki Minaj is out here selling out arenas, doing her motherfucking thing. I have no problem with Nicki Minaj selling out tours. I have no problem with Nicki Minaj not going back to Amsterdam. I even said that. If she felt like she was mistreated in any way, even though I don't agree, that's her right to feel that way. And if I was in her position, I would probably feel the same way. So that's the whole thing. You critique Nicki, but you critique everybody. Thank you. I appreciate it. So it's just like folks be looking for an echo chamber to kind of fall into. And I think when they don't find that with me, they just get angry. I don't think I'm the only person that they go at, you know. But it's just weird because I'm like, the channel is barely about to hit 12,000 subscribers. Like, I didn't think the hate would find its way here so quickly, but you know, it is what it is. We're not gonna stay on Nicki too long because we're talking about Cardi and Bia. So again, I think this is a bait move, right? And now when I'm thinking about it, I'm starting to feel like this whole thing was mapped out by Bia's camp. Because remember, Cardi B came out and said the producer, one of Bia's producers, had a conversation with Offset about a sex tape, right? Next thing you know, she's trying to get to the bottom of the situation. She comes out with a diss record that she previews online. So I think Bia fed this producer. This producer was trying to act like he was in cahoots with Offset. I think this producer was playing into Bia's plan. Big shout out to Kels. What it do? These fans hate when someone has their own opinion. I don't understand why people think Big Mad Barty Gang. Okay, she had to put her Barty Gang endorsement in that motherfucker too. Shout out to Kels. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. So yeah, I think the producer was playing into the plan. right? Cardi gets this diss record, basically a dummy diss. Bia was never intending to release that record. Bia been in the studio. She probably got 5 diss records in the tuck by now. She probably got, you know what I mean? Especially if she's trying to eat off the Kendrick Lamar blueprint. She went in that motherfucker and just laid down all type of shit. She booked out the studio for 4 days. I'm gonna kill this bitch. That's what I think. Last night, I thought that homeboy might have been trying to give them the scoop ahead of time. Maybe he didn't agree. Maybe he didn't agree with how Bia was moving, so he gave them a heads up like, hey, this was going on. You know, I produced for her, but, you know, I ain't really down with the bullshit. I don't really want to be involved with the shenanigans, so if there's any blowback, I don't want you looking at me. Now I'm starting to think the producer is feeding bullshit, right? So then Cardi B comes out and she previews the diss record. Oh, here she go dissing me. She got a whole diss record on me. Bia comes out hours later and it ain't the same song. So she like, ha ha, joke's on you. You thought you had the real song. That wasn't even the real one. Now I'm on your ass. Only problem is you've already had a conversation with Cardi B and she recorded it for 36 minutes. If Cardi B puts out the recording of your conversation and she's pressing you, because we already heard that Cardi was yelling at you in the recording. If Cardi B is pressing you in that phone call and you playing real coy, no pun intended, you playing like, oh, I ain't got no problem with you. I don't want no problem. I don't know where everybody got this idea that I'm beefing with you. I really don't got no problem. We don't know each other. We don't come across each other. You know, it's all good. If that's the way that you was talking in your conversation and then you drop a diss song the same night, you're being exposed as a phony, a fake, a pussy, a stan. That's Nas for anybody that don't remember Ether. I'm not calling her these things. It's just a quote. Oh, snap. We got some super chats. Hold on. Supers? Hold on. Let me get to y'all. Big shout out to 10 Hendrix. Says Bia been waiting for this moment. We finally talking about her for more than a minute. Absolutely. Hot commodity. Thank you so much. I'm the only child too, so I get it, but people choose to be obtuse to topics. Nolan, you've been doing a great job on this channel. Keep doing great work, brother. Barty Gang. We got some Barty Gang Louboutin steppers in this mug. Thank you so much, Hot Commodity. I appreciate it. Jess says she definitely has something to gain from lying because people hate Cardi enough to at least listen to a diss. Absolutely. Absolutely. And that's the thing. That's the thing, right? The only person that stands to gain anything from this interaction is Bia. We're talking about Bia. I got 300 people over here tuning in right now to listen to me talk about Cardi B and Bia. If Bia would have put any other song out, if she would have just put a regular song out this weekend, there would not be 300 people tuned in. It might be lucky to get 40 just off the strength of her name in a headline. So this definitely turns her up. This definitely gives her the attention that she's seeking. This probably... Look, I don't know how eager Epic is to put another project out on Bia because the last one didn't do well. So this could easily be a situation where it's like, yo, we'll start putting out your music when you find some buzz for yourself. Right? You got to get some buzz back going. We don't got another J. Cole song in the tuck. We don't got another Nicki Minaj feature in the tuck. We don't got no other really, you know what I'm saying? So this time around, we need you to go out there and create some conversation around you. What can you do? Can you do a freestyle? You want to go You know what I'm saying? You want to go up to Hot 97 with Funk Flex. You want to go do that. You want to put out your own, you know what I'm saying? We'll give you the free range to put your own song out just to see if people take to it. You want to leak something online, see if fans care? She say, bet, I got you. I know the perfect way to get my shit buzzing so we could get this project off the ground, baby. I'm ready to come back out 2024. This Cardi B shit been looming. Cardi B was already throwing subs. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not gonna act like Bia has no jurisdiction to respond or say anything to Cardi B, because Cardi was definitely throwing subs based on what Bia was doing online already. This is the perfect storm. However, I don't think it's going to work out in her favor, because if you go and check the consensus online, the majority of people are not fucking with this record. They're saying she look corny, she look lame, she look whack. They're saying she can't ride the beat correctly while telling another artist they can't ride the beat. She's out here claiming that her pen is elite when it's clearly not. So again, I don't think this goes and works in her favor. However, I do think that this gains her favor with the label, because they're going to see engagement. They're going to see her name. Her name ain't trending. Cardi is the name that's trending. If you go on Twitter, it's Cardi name that's trending. But it puts her in the conversation. And this might get you a single next month. Sometimes you got to do what you got to do. You co-signing a rapper threatening to sue somebody off of shit talking. All right, let's get to that. I knew somebody was going to bring this up. I find it funny how people like to move the goalposts depending on who it is that we're talking about. Just last month, when Kendrick Lamar came out with Meet the Grams, when Kendrick Lamar came out with Not Like Us, you know how many OV hoes I seen online that were encouraging Drake to put a lawsuit out on Kendrick Lamar for quote unquote lying, for telling frivolous stories, for fabricating things in those songs? They say, man, don't put no record out. Sue his ass for lying. And that fan base thought it was all good. If Drake were to come out and sue Kendrick Lamar for the lyrics on those songs, them niggas would rejoice like kingdom come. But now, when an artist says, yo, you claiming you got a sex tape on me, you claiming I'm cheating in my relationship, I don't play like that. And we've seen Cardi B sue people before for this same shit. Let's not act like this is out the blue. She's not acting out of character to me. And we don't know if she's going to sue. I don't think Cardi B is actually going to sue Bia. Personally. I think what she's doing is giving her fans a clear paper trail as to what's really going on. Cardi B is about transparency with her fans. Even when she hates her fucking fans, she comes out and says that. So if you got a problem with that, that's cool. That's fine. But I've been on here for 47 minutes and did not even talk about suing. You brought it up. So it's all good. Again, right, exactly. Somebody said Bia is better. Okay, let's see her rise to the top and pass anybody. I mean, better is subjective. There's nothing wrong if you know what? For anybody co-signing Bia, make sure you buy whatever she puts out. All right? That's going to be the testament of how Bia translates in the marketplace. When it's time for her to put a record out that can actually be consumed, go buy it, stream it. Let's see her hit the charts due to your support. That's all you got to do. You ain't got to come in here dissing me. I'm just a nigga talking. Let's see y'all show up. Crazy Annie. Cause what I find to be odd is y'all ain't really Bia fans. Y'all ain't really JT fans. Y'all ain't really none of them girls fans. Y'all align yourselves with anybody who's willing to go at Cardi B, and that's cool. But y'all support ain't really putting them where you think they should be if you really supporting. Y'all clocking in part-time shifts. It's cool though. Just know I see you. Any Bank says, I don't listen to none of these females anyway. I like having brain cells. I enjoy smart rappers like Kendrick and J. Cole. Any Banks, you'd have been around. I fuck with you. I don't know why you said that though. I don't know why you said that. Does Bia even have a fan base? I never seen anybody talking about her. I seen more people talk about Cali than Bia. That's a fact. I got hoes and area codes. That shit was getting a lot more press than Bia. The Barbs alone on Twitter about to make that shit hit, and the college girls, we love Bia. You sure about that? Because it's not even available anywhere for y'all to make it a hit. If I go on Bia's YouTube where the song is available right now, what do you think we're gonna see if y'all are making it a hit? Okay, let's do that. Share my screen. This is the ultimate test here. Okay. Bia, Sue Me came out 8 hours ago.
This call may be
29,000 views. 29,000 views, official audio. But y'all making it a hit where? $29,000. No shade. 29,000 is good. If I got 29,000 views on a video, I'm be like, hey man, we doing it. We major label signed act, 29,000 views in 8 hours. The label don't even want to add it to the catalog. The label don't even want it. You think Bia's getting paid to do this? I doubt it. Who would be paying her? I hope it ain't the rapper that. I hope it ain't the other rapper. Nah, I mean, no. I want you to understand why I did that. That's not mean. I don't care about Bia hitting 29,000 views. My thing is when people come in here and say we're making it a hit, I want to see proof that you're making it a hit. We don't have proof. So therefore, that's a moot point. That's all I'm pointing out. Yes, that was her official channel, 560,000 subscribers. Bia with the music sign next to it. Let's give her the benefit of the doubt and say that YouTube is still updating the numbers. Maybe she got 50,000. Say, go look at what? I already did. Unless there's something else you want me to look at. How are y'all a mega fan of a girl with barely no music? What do you mean barely no music? She just dropped 2 singles already this year. What in the world? How she ain't got no music when she dropped 2 singles this year and just dropped a feature verse the other day? We already know who you're a fan of. That artist is not putting out no music this year, and I understand why, but let's keep it a buck. I understand if you feel like she's been out for 6 years and only got 1 album. Everybody knows that. We all know that. But you should be asking, why is it that people are still listening to that album if it's so bad? How many artists do you know that can maintain a buzz for 6 years off 1 album? I'll wait. Then to say Bia ain't accomplished nothing in the last stream. Tell me what she's accomplished. Simone Grant. Be my guest. Tell me what Bia has accomplished. We would love to know. In the industry. Not compared to those of us in the chat. What has she accomplished in the music industry that would be comparable to Cardi B in any facet of existence? The folks are waiting. The only answer we got in here is Lauryn Hill and goddamn Kendrick Lamar. Simone must have got the hell up out of here. It's okay though. You know, I appreciate Simone for tuning in though. You know, it's all good. Much love and respect to you. But y'all be coming out saying some crazy stuff, man. That's all. Oh, man. Hold on, y'all. Holy moly. Holy moly. Shit. So I just ran across a tweet that says, now Bia wants to mention Party, but when her reference track for A Whole Lot of Money by Lotto leaked, she was talking about not caring about who writes their music. They say this dodo bird really is a slow bum botch. Oh, whoa, hold on. So when this came out, share screen, hold on, bring y'all into the fold. So when this came out, we got Bia here. It says, but not too much on this because I really don't care who writes and who doesn't. I only care about making the best song I can make. Somebody comes out and says, how as a rapper you don't care who writes? Y'all are killing the effing rap game. Bia comes back and says, because I don't obsess over other people's lives like you weirdo. So here she is contradicting herself like a motherfucker. Today it's all about who writes, and you could do this shit for hours, but when your reference track leaked, you came out and said you don't care about who writes. What do the fans have to say about that? All the Bia fans, charge in. Let me see if I could pull up this little referential. Hold on, y'all. It's a very short reference.
It's a whole lot of money in this motherfucker. Can't be running broke shit, that broke shit keep old. Can't be running whole shit for whole shit keep post. BV for the net piece, that motherfucker too cold.
It's not a whole lot of writing in this motherfucker. Wow. You got Big Lotto out here writing your shit. Hold on. It ain't a whole lot of writing in this motherfucker. Where you get the idea that Lotto and Cardi was beefing? Where did that come from? It ain't a whole lot of writing in this motherfucker. Y'all gonna make me do a version of that. On some mad skill shit. Damn. Now that's pitiful. You come out, should I be beefing with you or your writer? Cause he writing your shit. Should I be beefing with you or your writer? Should I be beefing with you or your writer? Here's your reference track. What happened with that? I don't care about who writes and who don't. I don't be obsessing over people's life. What? I don't know how to hog tie nobody. Man, what the fuck? That's the whole point of the conversation. How you gonna talk about writing when your biggest song wasn't even written by you? Sounds to me like they do the same amount of writing sometimes. And I'm not even the person. Clearly you haven't been here very long. I don't be tripping off people getting writing done for them personally. It's just when it becomes too much of a trend, niggas start leaking your shit out and it just start making you look like somebody that just goes in there and just does whatever people put on a page on some Diddy shit. That's different. Do I believe that Bia writes? Absolutely. Do I believe that Cardi B writes? Absolutely. Because Partisan Fontaine even says, I don't write everything for Cardi B. That came out his mouth. So if they do the same amount of writing, sometimes, perhaps Bia writes the songs on the album and she gets help for the hits. Maybe that's what it is. But if that's what it is, you have no room to try to besmirch somebody else's name about writing. But clearly, the sense ain't common. Girls Love Talk, thank you, says they hate that even after years of a project hiatus, none of them have been able to keep her out the conversation or outdo her success. Big shout out to Girls Love Talk. I appreciate it. Yeah, we don't gotta like jump on Simone. I'm just talking back and forth. You know, she ain't got to get jumped. But I think everybody is trying to question. I think people are just questioning your logic. If we're gonna call it one way for one artist, we got to call it both ways. You can't really try to pull the writer card over somebody, and then you got reference tracks on you too. It doesn't read well. I mean, you're absolutely correct. A lot of people don't know what they're talking about when it comes to references. We don't know all the mechanics of what's going on in the studio. it could be a collaborative writing process. The artist could have wrote it and said, this is how you do it. And you know what I mean? But at the end of the day, I think the artists understand, and that's the part that I want to point out. The artists understand what the perception is when I'm just trying to look out for you, Simone, because I don't want nobody to jump you. You say, hey, why we can't just have a regular convo? But the artist knows the impact of what a reference track does. We've been around long enough to know if a reference track gets leaked out on anybody, the general public is going to look at that and say, oh my God, Santa Claus ain't real. So if you are that artist in the studio, you should either be trying to get your motherfucking reference track sealed in a safe where nobody can access it. You should be protecting that with your life. Because we already know how people are going to react to it, whether they're educated, whether they know what's going on or not. We've already seen how it plays out in the public. So I understand where you're coming from, absolutely. But on that same token, we already know how this goes. Latoya says, at the end of the day, Bia can rap and Cardi can't. Well, how good is she at rapping if we have a reference track of her biggest song? Where's the rapping? So that's all I'm saying, man. I don't think Bia calculated this correctly. I think she's expecting a group of people, a group of fans to support her. Perhaps she saw the people go up for JT with okay. Like shit, I would like to at least get on Bubbling Under. Let me cater to that fan base. Only problem is, I don't see it in the cards. I don't know. I feel like the best moments of Bia may have already passed. And for the rest of her career, based on the way she played this situation, she is going to forever be compared to Cardi B, who is going to always overshadow her. Whether you like it, whether you don't, it's just the reality of the situation. If we're ever going to put Cardi B and Bia in the same sentence, Cardi B will always overshadow her. It don't matter how much you want to cape for her. Don't matter how much you think she writes. You might think she's cuter than Cardi B. There's so many different reasons you might like this girl. It's not going to help her. If you're a fan of rap, I think rap fans gravitate to who puts out the better music. I don't know where. See, this is an interesting conversation, and I'm not going to stay on too much longer. But I find it interesting that all of a sudden, when these conversations come, people want to talk about who's a better rapper. We have like 10 days out of the year where people seem to care about who's the better rapper. The other 355 motherfuckers want to bop to the jams. If everything was based on who's the better rapper, wouldn't none of these motherfuckers have a shot? If it's about who's the best rapper, we would have 2% of the artists in the industry just dominating everything. But hey, enjoy your 10 days out of the year. You know, that's cool. Cardi is literally like the Dollar Tree of female rap? How? How? Number one, Dollar Tree is like open every day. Cardi B only come out sometime. You know, we're not gonna get into that. He said, I don't think Cardi B should respond either. Pay be a dust from now on. Oh yeah, before we go. Ken Barbie had a few things to say, you know, whenever Cardi kind of exhausts herself on social media, Ken Barbie comes out and puts his stamp on things. Let's see what he had to say. Boom, boom, boom. So once Cardi put her video out yesterday, Ken Barbie says, and just like that weirdo should never be addressed again. Says, you sat and recorded the live but didn't listen. It left hip hop when Bia took her one-sided beef behind the scenes and meddled with her personal life with lies. Also, y'all might want to stop trying to defend her, because if I post this phone call, y'all won't like her anymore. Now, what I find interesting there, what happens if Cardi B releases this phone call, or Ken Barbie releases this phone call, and Bia throws shade at Nicki Minaj? Are y'all still going to support her? Y'all still going to be fans of her better raps? He says, I want y'all to bookmark those people trying to defend Bia so we can compare how they treat her after. Okay. It says a snippet has her in shambles, baby. We heard that shit yesterday. Okay. Cardi gives a masterclass in clearing a weirdo. What else did Ken have to say? I guess when it comes to Cardi recording the phone call, people felt like that was illegal. He goes and puts up New York state law. New York is a one-party consent state. This means only one party must consent to the recording of an in-person or telephone conversation. In other words, if you are a party to the conversation, you may record without the other person's consent, which means Bia has no legal leg to stand on about that. He says, I'm done with this for now. This is the most Bia ever been talked about in her career. Her next record is sure to go double aluminum. Congratulations. Interesting. He comes back, says Bia admitted that she doesn't have an actual issue with Cardi. So for it to spiral into continuous subs online, mentioning her kids, etc., it really puts into perspective how far hoes will go when they're desperate to try and pull themselves out of irrelevancy. We talked about that earlier. Comes back. Says Cardi haters will hype a dog pissing on her lawn. The rest of the world is clowning that shit. Well then. You don't respect recording a phone call? How? Since when do we not respect recording phone calls for if somebody is playing with you one way and then talking to you another? That's called proof. Like I said, if the phone call comes out, and this is not aimed at you, but just in general, if the phone call gets released, and let's say Bia says something slick about Nicki Minaj that y'all not liking, that y'all may not like, are you still going to be supporting her? Because if the answer is no, then you really don't like her. and you prove everybody correct. I can't imagine downplaying this woman when your whole segment is about her. She's obviously doing something right. I'm definitely here for the song. Someone that can actually rap. I can't imagine talking about hip hop on my channel every fucking day. She's a rapper, ain't she? I give my opinion about hip hop daily, multiple times per day. She's dissing one of the biggest female rappers in the industry. Who's not talking about it? If you like the song, kudos to you. Play that shit on top levels. All right? Vibe out. Get you some headphones bigger than mine. Put it on the gang and try and get fucked in. Yeah, do that. But what are you talking about? They don't want to answer the question. Wish death on the fans? Who said that? Who did that? It ain't even about me though, Marisha. They can say whatever they want. But anybody that got two eyes and a functioning brain. Names of me that says, Nolan, why don't more lyrical rappers diss the popular rappers to gain an audience? Imagine if Cardi or Nicki or Meg got into a battle with Rhapsody or Little Sims. Would they be able to hold their own? The problem with that is Cardi, Nicki, and Meg are not going to battle with a Rhapsody or a Lil Sims. Number one, let's talk about this. At the height of the pandemic, guess who Cardi B came out and said y'all should be listening to? She said y'all should be listening to Cardi, Little Sims. She said y'all should be listening to these other female rappers. She said, don't worry about me. Give these other ladies some burn. She named a whole 15 other female rappers. So I don't think nobody sitting in that position should be dissing Cardi B anyway, because she's always gracious and gives respect to those artists. But let's just act like that never happened. Rhapsody discredits her entire image if she disses one of these ladies. Rhapsody preaches love, respect. She says she loves these ladies. She listens to their music in her spare time, even if she doesn't make that same type of music. So that would discredit her entire everything. Not to mention, trying to play David versus Goliath in the music industry ain't really a smart play. You're going to get talked about for 48 hours and the rest of your career is going to go to shit in most cases. So I just don't see where the benefit is for a lot of people. Bruh, you sound compromised. Only compromise I know is in a relationship. Everything else, I don't know what you're talking about. Rhapsody shows love to all the ladies. You know, Bia can really rap. So much for the reference track we just played a few minutes ago from your great rapper. Even after this, what? Even after this, no one's comparing her to Cardi B. She actually is talented. She has a natural, gorgeous face, and she has an awesome sense of style. Meanwhile, Cardi B copies and pastes everything. You don't even believe the shit you saying. If you're in a battle with somebody, you're going to be compared to that person for the rest of your career, most likely. She already down there looked just like the girl. Before they even got to this place, I felt like she was a Diet Pepsi Cardi B. So, here we go. Cardi doesn't write. That's not true. It's not true. And the whole thing is glazing. You got some donuts? The whole thing is you come out dissing somebody and it's not based on anything real, you just end up looking like a clown. Which is what this lady is looking like today. Kels comes back. Oh, snap. Bia thinks because she mentioned one little section of the Bronx, which is River Park Towers, in her song she's in. The Bronx is huge. People just want to jump on the Cardi hate train. Much love and respect to Kels. I feel you. I just feel like the Lyrical girls don't have a lot of moves to make on the chessboard. They make great music that gets ignored. All they need is the eyeballs. All right, let's talk about it. And this ain't just about the Lyrical ladies. This is about the Lyrical rappers in general. Make some fucking music. Niggas want to go in the booth and do this verbal gymnastics shit. You can't do that for 20 songs and think niggas is really gonna fuck with you. Make some fucking music. It's a lesson that most, all right, this is something that most people can't speak to. Me as an underground rapper, myself, I used to be the lyrical miracle, swimming pool, spiritual, girical, black a jigga diddle nigga. And sometimes I can tap into that, but I had to learn, nigga, make some fucking music. You could do that lyrical miracle shit on a freestyle, in a cypher. You can have a couple songs on the album that tap into that, but you need to make music. Right? If you want to be remembered, you want to stand the test of time, you got to have songs that tap in with people. Shit that people can remember. Oh my God, I remember when this came out, it made me feel like this. That is a talented lyricist. Being able to put word salad together is not lyrical. Just gonna keep it all the way a buck. This is something that I had to learn my goddamn self. So if I can be critical of myself, you think I'm not gonna critique other niggas? Great music can still get ignored too, but you increase your chances. And I think that's what's missing with a lot of these artists, a lot of these so-called entertainers, a lot of these so-called wannabe celebrities. If you can't look in the mirror and acknowledge I'm fucking up somewhere, or I could do better somewhere, or maybe this ain't working for me, you're losing. But Safari City, okay, I must have just caught that on the back end. F Music, bet money, Big Barty about to pull $500 million when that movie drops. What movie? I don't enjoy Tierra Whack at all. I like when Tierra Whack puts a beat on IG and raps. There's not a single Tierra Whack song that I like. No shots. Oh wow. I saw somebody say something about Scarlett earlier. Apparently, Scarlett says, yo, this girl stole my whole wordplay. I'ma slap the shit out of her when I see her. Get the fuck out of here talking about Bia. Woo, shit. Don't bark up this tree. Whoa. I'm inclined to believe what the fuck Scarlett is saying about slapping her, too. You can have a Grammy or sales doesn't mean the music is great. Nobody said anything about sales or Grammys. Who's listening to the music? Who enjoys it? When people gather, you know, when people gather, who asks for your song to be played? I didn't say there was anything wrong with the Like That beat. I said her beat, I said Bia's track is a fake Like That type beat. It's an imitation. Cardi just like J-Lo? What? That's how I know we finna end this live. Tierra Whack can rap her ass off. She could freestyle off the top of her head. If she jumped in this live and said, fuck you, nigga, she could rap for 20 minutes without saying the same bar. She that nice with it. When she goes and makes songs, I'd be like, what the fuck is this? No shots. Y'all niggas be out here trying to compare her to Missy Elliott and shit. She is nothing like Missy Elliott. But we're not here to talk about her. Doechii is fire. If we're gonna talk about an artist that's talented, let's talk about Doechii. Let's talk about somebody who has put out rap singles, singing singles, and has maintained consistent artistry in both lanes. She deserves the love. I feel you. Scarlett ain't coming out for Cardi. She coming out for her damn self. She coming out for her damn self. She said, you stole my whole wordplay. I'm finna smack this shit out you. We already know Scarlett don't seem like she got all her eggs in a motherfucking basket. So I believe her. Why y'all bringing in other people? We talking about Cardi and Bia. They're just asking questions. It's okay. It's not like we have a lot to say about Bia anyway, if we're being honest. I mean, who thought we was going to talk about Bia exclusively for an hour and a half? Doechii, nah, she's not under Kendrick. She signed to TDE. You know, Kendrick's not even with TDE anymore. So no, she's not under Kendrick, but she is with the label that introduced him. She want to sue because Bia started the rumor that she has the sex tape of Cardi B cheating on Offset. Oh, okay. All right, y'all. Much love and respect to everyone in the chat. All 380 of y'all. I appreciate y'all tuning in. Even if we disagree, even if we don't see eye to eye on these things, it's all good. It's still all love and respect. I will catch y'all later. I'm about to sign out and go get back to my family on this beautiful Sunday. I hope you are able to enjoy the same with yours. And I'll catch y'all in a bit, all right? Peace.
Yeah, king of my city and cul-de-sac. Coming out swinging like Soldier Rag. Leading my people like quarterback. Boy, I study this shit, I'm an almanac. Had to get up and grind. Knowledge is booming, I'm here to apply. Came with the chip and the dip, it just single the mind. We finna do more than survive. I need my check. Spinning the block for the Gouda. We hitting the jeweler to flood out the net. We don't do beef on computers, I'm straight out the sewer. We come when you rest. Niggas be looking perplexed, so keeping my foot on their neck. No map, I trust my gut for the quest. With drama, I'm fully abreast. I was ready for years and they died of me. All of a sudden they tell me they proud of me. I been dropping these haters like calories. Cross them out, I came back with some boundaries. Stand for my honor, but you run no corner. Packing the stick with a drummer. Wanna catch my bad, won't fumble. I done came too far to be humble.